new for Amazing Jay?
Well, unfortunately, after Jesse lucky win over me at Limelight this past March, I have been training and working even harder than I ever had before. So, I don't want to spoil anything just yet, but I have a few tricks up my sleeve come next Saturday in the main event at Prospect. And I will prove to every single person in this building my friend, Shine, Prince is the national treasure of PCW.
Don't listen to these plebeians, you people, shut up! This is
Thank you, Doc. I gotta tell you, if you don't know who I am, you don't gotta do anything to yourself. I'm okay with it. I'm the original Legend Jay. I'm one of the guys who made it Steve Mason's statement. All right? So who I have with me right now is the Amazing Jay. If you guys aren't watching the YouTube channel, if you aren't watching Prospects, you have to see this rivalry to believe it. These two guys, exactly. Oh, God. But that's fine for me, but this is the Amazing Jay. This is the future of PCW right here. I'll put my stamp on that. Now, Jay, you heard the words right there. He said he didn't want to spoil anything. He said he's got your number. Third time's the charm. What are we going to expect to see from you, Jesse Garcia?
You're gonna win? Alright, well, first of all, I just want to point out to everyone that I didn't cheat. I beat your ass fair and square, and I pinned you in the middle of that ring. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got lucky. Yeah, sure. Keep running your mouth.
This is degenerating, folks. I don't want to get anything physical right now. These guys, I'll tell you what, next weekend, the 23rd, you're going to see it, Prospects, main event, Amazing Jay versus Ray Sean Prince. You guys, let's get back to extreme measures.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop.
Folks, I'm here with the greatest InterCalifornia...
Whoa, Doc, the greatest champion, period.
My mistake. The greatest champion in PCW, period. The last king, Manny Roa. And Manny, you're taking on the devil you know, your old tag partner, Hellbound Brandon Humphrey, for that beautiful InterCalifornia Championship. How do you put down the big man this time?
You see, Doctor, I am the reason for all of Brandon Humphrey's success. From our tag team championship to everything he's ever done in his career, I have carried him on my back. A year ago, 364 days to be exact, I beat him for this InterCalifornia Championship. And it's almost poetic that here we are a year later. And I still can't get him off my back, but you know what? Tonight, I put the final nail in his coffin. And I get rid of Brandon Humphrey. And the only thing that's gonna be on my back tomorrow morning is this InterCalifornia Championship.
Well, folks, The InterCalifornia Championship will be decided in this next match, and Manny has vowed to get that monkey, Brandon Humphrey, off his back. This one is going to open up some old wounds. You're going to want to tune in. It's coming up next.
For the PCW InterCalifornia Championship. The referee for this contest will be Korea Kyle.
InterCalifornia Championship time, Doc. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's see if the competitors are ready. Let's see if that hothead Hellbound Brandon Humphrey is ready to take on the last king of professional wrestling, Manny Roa.
Put the city on my focus on the challenge worth the pain.
Well, you called him a hothead. He does wear his emotions on his sleeve. I will give you that. But since failing about a year ago to capture the InterCalifornia Championship, this guy's made it his mission to get back to this exact spot as challenger for the second richest prize in PCW.
Brandon Humphrey's biggest problem is he's the one who keeps getting in his own way. He tends to beat himself. But in this case, he's going to have the last king, Manny Roa, helping him.
Speak of the devil, here he comes.
From right here in Oroville, California, weighing at 255 pounds, he is your PCW InterCalifornia Champion, the last king of professional wrestling, Manny Roa.
Well, here comes my favorite broadcast partner. Manny Roa has joined me on Prospects, the last king, the greatest champion in PCW history, the current InterCalifornia champion. I love this guy. Brandon Humphrey, he's got his work cut out for him today.
Well, both champion and challenger are products of PrimeTime University. Their foundations, their building blocks are exactly the same, but you can see the different directions that you can potentially take the tools that you get from PrimeTime University in your career. You can either, well, take the shortcut, or you can put your nose to the grindstone and work hard like big man Hellbound Brandon Humphrey.
Well, I tell you what, you can go back in the YouTube archives and watch the explosion of the next level and the divergent paths that these two took. Manny's has led him to championship gold. Brandon has led him to embarrassment and defeat.
I don't know. I'm telling you, Manny Roa, he's been holding on to his championship by hook, by crook, but nevertheless, he has done the job. He's kept the championship. 365 days now.
That's an impressive feat for anyone.
Could the year mark be the jinx here for the last king? Pie face from the challenger.
Well, I tell you what, if you jinx Manny Roa, I'm going to tell him.
He's no jinx here, but in the meantime, every time Manny Roa throws, it's blocked from Humphrey. Oh, big collision. That's one of Manny's specialties. He is very low to the ground, very, very hard to move with momentum.
He's squat, he's compact, and he is full of power.
Pounced on that side headlock as well. Brandon throws Roa off. Shoulder block from Roa. You see the difference there. That low center grab. Wait a minute, Humphrey! Kip up!
You got to give Humphrey credit. He's an athletic guy. He's in shape. He's agile.
Not only agile, he seems to have Manny Roa's playbook scouted. He's ducked and dodged everything Roa's thrown at him today.
Well, if you want to dodge and duck anything from Brandon Humphrey, it's those chops. He calls himself the king of chops, and you can hear them resonate through the Orville Convention Center.
Well, I don't know if you either watched earlier or saw an earlier episode. We talked about Laney Luck throwing that arm drag was more of an insult. Sometimes people throw chops as insults. They sting, they rub in a little bit. But Brandon Humphrey, you're absolutely right. This is an offensive weapon for him. Roa back in the ring.
Manny smartly setting the pace of this match. Brandon moves at a high octane pace to match that hot temper of his.
And Manny Roa's motor's a little different. It's more like an 18-wheeler. He's got that long haul strength. Oh, and there you go, outsmarting Brandon Humphrey for the first time today. Suckering him into that test of strength and delivering a boot right to the solar plex. Body slam, no float over from Brandon again. Another counter, and what a shot to the brainstem. Oh, what a second right across the shoulder blades that time. Ooh, there's one of those chops we were talking about. Forearm, a little bit of breathing room for Roa now. Humphrey blocks the turnbuckle. Grabs Roa, manhandles him into the buckle now.
Oh, and another vicious chop. These guys know each other so well. We're going to see a lot of counters. We're going to see a lot of beatdowns.
The smack and the intensity of the strikes. And this now he might be going for the dump right now. B-hump dump, no counter. And Manny Roa not only countering, but getting the hell out of there.
Just a ghost dump. I get those in the morning sometime before I have my coffee.
Ghost dump? Shut up. Champion, I will give you credit at least for this, pointing out this strategy. Manny Roa very clearly trying to buy time. Brandon Humphrey not giving him any, though.
Brandon Humphrey, not a patient man. He does not want to win this by countout. He wants that belt.
Right out here in front of PrimeTime University student Rayshawn Prince, who absolutely wants nothing to do with this action. His time for the InterCalifornia Championship may be coming, but right now, it's these two studs.
Well, you talk about Rayshawn Prince, too. A lot of his training came at the hands of Manny Roa, and hopefully Manny taught him how to take a chop like that.
Well, just so you know, I've been there Thursday night training sessions. Brandon and Raising J have a really nice chemistry. That's an interesting little sidebar there.
Well, hopefully Amazing J doesn't learn some of Humphrey's bad habits.
Did you see that? He looked like a super ball bouncing off those stairs. Human anatomy is not meant to take angles like that. Brandon can stand.
And Manny knows this, that he's going to use every advantage he can. That's why he's the king. He makes the rules in the ring, baby.
Well, you saw in the Last Man Standing Rumble, how many people did Manny Roa throw out of the ring onto those steps on purpose? He's just a vicious individual. No two ways around it.
Viciousness gets you a long way in professional wrestling.
Oh, God! Bam! Broken metatarsal there. Wait a minute, here we go. Ooh! Belly to back suplex on the apron. Have you heard that may or may not be the hardest part of the ring?
I have heard this several times, and thank God I've never experienced it, and I never will.
Me either, and thankfully I will never wrestle again, so I won't either. Manny Roa, much to the disdain of his hometown crowd. Oh, there we go.
And Manny caught him. Brandon went to the well with that too many times.
Almost like he charged that punch up from way down south. And finally, Manny Roa's gotten the better of Brandon Humphrey in a counter situation here. That has been Brandon Humphrey's strength tonight.
Well, Manny's working smarter, not harder.
That's the way you do it. Maximize that efficiency.
Ooh, and an efficient kick to the gut.
Man, that kick would have been good from 45, I think.
Absolutely. The 49ers might want to take a look at Manny. I mean, Manny's good at everything he does. Wrestling, coaching, broadcasting, and punching Brandon Humphrey in the face.
Be that as it may, Brandon Humphrey's far from out of this thing. I think he's starting to grab it. Manny really needs to stay on. There you go. That's more like it from the last game. But yeah, you give Brandon Humphrey just a little bit of room, time to gather himself, and that freight train's right back on track.
That's the thing with this hothead. You got to smother that flame before you can catch a spark and get explosive.
You know, you keep calling him a hothead. We haven't seen that tonight. He seems to have that pretty well under control in this contest. So.
Just give him time. I've watched him, and him and I may have had a few little barbs on Facebook as well, and I think I have his number.
Okay. Well, we'll see when he sees this. We'll check the YouTube comments, folks. In the meantime, it may be from the InterCalifornia Champion at that point, because here he comes. Like I said, oh, wait a minute. Manny Roa, those knees are like the size of, I don't know, small bowling balls. Taking one of those off your skull can't feel nice.
Brandon Humphrey, he's going to have to rethink his strategy because Manny's been in control for quite a while, just dissecting Brandon with sharp elbows and strikes to the back of the head.
Well, he's done what you pointed out earlier. He has slowed this thing down to short bursts of energy, and that's, oh, wait a minute, counter again from Humphrey. His 6th or 7th of the match, make it 8th or 9th. Don't ask me how I math. Over the top, Humphrey on his feet. Oh, blocked and caught by the last king. Can we see a spine buster? No.
Oh, impressive strength by the last king.
A violent amateur throw is all that was, Doc.
Look at those large forearms.
Forearms? What about the biceps and the shoulders? You focus on weird body parts.
Hey, those forearms are required to get that extension to throw a huge body like Brandon Humphrey.
You know what? I hear the WBF's coming back. Maybe he'll have a second career there. Ooh. Spinal tap from Roa. Into a cover now. Weight on top of the shoulders. Humphrey didn't even give it a second. I don't even think that was a 1 count.
Brandon Humphrey starting to show a little bit of emotion there.
These two kind of know each other probably better than anybody else we've seen out here tonight, save for maybe the main event. These two guys, training partners, tag team partners, opponents. I mean, you got to think that one of them makes that crucial mistake, the other's going to be there to capitalize. Oh, and he's stepping right on the neck.
And Manny's going to know that, and he's going to use that to his advantage. I don't think Brandon's as smart as Manny. I don't think he's got quite the same strategic mind that Manny has. He tends to go out of emotion more than logic. But Manny, he's a strictly logical guy.
Not smart. Wow. You got bold man. Wildly swinging is Brandon Humphrey. Manny Roa, Irish whip. Brandon ducks underneath. There's one of those chops. Now he's going right for it again. Right for the dump.
Kenny, whoa!
Oh, Manny got out. Forearm right in the eyeball. You know that hurts. That'll open up a shiner real quick on the eyeball. Very little skin and a whole lot of bone right there. Oh, right into the post. Speaking of a whole lot of bone, his shoulder may be separated now, Doc.
Yeah, and no amount of muscle can save you from that kind of impact. Brandon Humphrey looking in great shape. We know he's been hitting the gym hard.
You can see the effects of this hard-hitting match on the face of Manny Roa. His eyes split. Pretty sure Brandon Humphrey has a shiner, if not a welt, on his right eye. This thing is intense, folks. These guys are pulling out all the stops. It's extreme measures, Doc. Expect no less.
Once again, every single one of these, a main event caliber match in its own right.
Uh-oh. Brandon's hung out to dry. Oh, no. Humphrey was trying to roll over. He was trying to roll over and couldn't. Ooh, barely.
He is on Dream Street, barely hopped out of that.
That was instinct, Doc. I know it when I see it. That was instinct. Champion has the challenger right where he wants him. Shrug off from the champion. Or excuse me, the challenger. I spoke way too soon. Belly to back, into a blue thunder bomb. What strength from the challenger. And we're at square one, both men down.
Manny Roa still bleeding. Brandon Humphrey trying to get back to his feet. These guys are pulling out all the stops.
Both men meet in the center of the ring. Right hand from Humphrey. A right from Roa. Both men to their feet. A right from Humphrey. A right from Roa. The ones and twos are firing back and forth. Block, though.
Manny Roa is on wobbly legs.
Yeah, he is. His punches velocity aren't there right now. Very easily blocked by Humphrey. Now Humphrey gonna pounce. No, Roa might have lured him in again. Clothesline, ducked again. Got him. Can we go for the dump?
Time of charm.
No, it's not. A high angle slam.
Brandon Humphrey taking some serious punishment today.
Well, we saw this look before from Manny Roa when he fought Matt Carlos at Last Man Standing. He is starting to turn it on. And Humphrey is in the zone for a kill shot, and he got one.
And I saw
face.
Brandon Humphrey's eyeballs roll back in his head.
No, it's not over yet. I saw you reaching for that bell, Haywood. This thing's not over.
So close. I don't know how Brandon Humphrey pulled that out.
Well, you notice, too, right here, key, there's not a lot of frustration on Manny Roa's face.
No.
He said, I'll just do it again. I don't care.
He does not get emotional. He does not get frustrated.
Oh, double underhook. Could he be going for that sit-out face buster he's used so many times? No! Humphrey powers out! That's a up!
He got it!
No, he got out! Unreal. Wow, that's the first time anybody's ever kicked out of that.
Whoa! And what a credit to the last king.
He's losing.
To kick out of the B-Hump dump.
Look at B-Hump. Now B-Hump needs to focus on Manny. He is losing it. You're right.
Yeah, I told you it's a matter of time. He's arguing with Karina Kyle. That was a fair count.
It's all good, Hump. You can do it again. You can do it again. Don't frustrate. Oh, gross. That is disgusting.
Manny Roa just
wait a minute. This thing's breaking down now.
Karina Kyles needs to get
This is
control of
ridiculous.
Brandon
Hammer
Humphrey.
fist. Whoa, no.
He just put his hands
That's not
on
good.
Karina Kyle.
That's not. Whoa. Ring the bell.
Absolutely disqualification. We'll wait for the official word, but Brandon Humphrey put his hands on an official.
Oh, no. And it's just starting to set in. Well, a heated conversation between Kyle and Humphrey. You know what? Kyle is right. Humphrey's in the wrong. I don't know what he's wasting his breath for. He shouldn't have thrown the ref. No two ways around it. I'm glad she came through and decided to disqualify him. But at the same time, I'm disappointed for my guy, Brandon Humphrey, that he let it slide away again. Unreal.
I told you he was a hot-headed, true to type. That knucklehead beat himself.
Well, he's pleaded his case. You know how much of this you can pick up at home.
I don't see why Karina Kyle is having to explain this to him.
Well, he needs to keep his hands off her, too. He's walking a thin line.
He's going to get suspended.
Meanwhile, back in the ring, the last king, like I said earlier, by hook or by crook.
He had nothing to do with that.
Well,
that was all Brandon Humphrey.
Well, yeah, you spit me. He did exactly what he thought he needed to do. Have you ever seen someone finish a guy off with a spit to the face? I think that's what we just saw Manny Roa do to Brandon Humphrey. Spits in his face, causes him to snap, resulting in a disqualification. Now, I don't know if Roa knew that he could get Brandon to throw Karina Kyle, but he knew he could get him to make a mistake, and sure enough, there you go, still InterCalifornia champion.
The greatest PCW champion, period.
That's a bold statement. But Manny Roa does more and more every day to plead his case.
Folks, Dr. Haywood here in my lab with my latest and greatest creation. I'm talking about PCWNorCal.com, our very own website and your home for everything PCW. That's right, you can get on there and check out all of our shows, Prospects, Limelight, our 4 big shows, special events we do. Get onto the roster, find your favorite wrestler, check them out on social media with the convenient links, or go to their merchandise page. If you want to train to be a wrestler, we got links to PrimeTime University and all the information so that you can get trained by Mr. PrimeTime himself, Zack Reed, plus sponsorship opportunities if you want PCW to work for your business. Folks, PCWNorCal.com. Get on it today. Check it out right now. This is Dr. Haywood telling you to take it easy, and now we're going to take it right back to all the action.
The only reason why you won this title is because I wasn't in the tournament.
Like a bad Nightmare Synn back, and shoots gone. We got a winner.
Synn is unpinned, unsubmitted.
You are my best friend, you punk.
If you think you're gonna walk out of this ring in this building, you are gonna have to kill me. You say I'm gonna have to kill you, kid guy? It's got to be alright.
No matter how long you've been stolen, no matter how many times you've run, no matter how great you are, or how best friends we are, I am a lot more violent than you, and I will take it to a level that you are not ready to go.
I'm not gonna let that happen.
That ain't gonna happen. I ain't gonna let that happen.
Folks, I stand in the presence of a lot of intimidating men, but none fill me with fear more than Synn. I gotta say, I don't like Zack's chances pitting the dynasty against the streak, but he said you're going to have to kill him to get that belt off of his shoulder.
Know one thing you gotta remember, Zack? It's just like you've known me for 7 years, I've known you for 7 years too. We've been up and down the road, all over, doing this thing that we call wrestling. You know how I work, I definitely know how you work. But the difference between us is I'm willing to do what it takes to get the job done. That is the true streak. It's not about wins and losses, Zack. It's about going out there and destroying my opponent no matter who they are. Boy Segran, Mike Shoop, Propane, it doesn't matter. You're just another name on a long list that I've been stacking for 7 years. And whether you want to go by PrimeTime tonight or you want to go by Zack Reed, the end will be the same. My hand raised with that PCW championship. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Folks, Synn has vowed to make Zack Reed the freshest body on the mass grave of his victims. Will he be successful, or will Zack manage to hang on to the dynasty. You gotta watch. The main event is coming up next. Well, folks, here it is. It's time for the main event we've been waiting all night for. I'm here with my broadcast colleague, Zack, Mr. PrimeTime Reeb, the 5-time PCW champion, the dynasty holder. And tonight, you're taking on the Nightmare Synn, a man who's never been pinned, who's never been submitted. How do you deal with that, Zack?
Everybody's been saying it. He's never been pinned, he's never been submitted, 7 years. But you're sitting here saying, 5-time PCW champion. No, 4-time PCW heavyweight wrestling champion. That's the man you're talking about. You see, Synn, that's Mr. Primetime MPT. But the dynasty, the sobriety, the recovery, the resurgence, everything that you see before you, everything that has come in the last 9 months, this championship, number 5. You see, tonight, Jay, nah, you're not Synn tonight, you're Jay. And tonight, this 5th championship, the reason the undefeated streak comes to an end, the reason the dynasty rolls on. Hell, it's my first title defense. You think I'm gonna walk out here in that auditorium? No. Primetime would walk out in that auditorium. This is the Oroville Convention Center. This is the resurgence. That undefeated streak, that man ain't Synn. That man is Jay. And tonight, he goes down, but he goes down at the hands of Zack Primetime Reed. You watch what happens here in just a second. The streak comes to an end. The dynasty lives. I'll see you with this championship at Prospects.
Well, folks, Zack has vowed he's going to hang on to that belt no matter what the cost. He's a new man. But will the sin of his past catch up to him? Stay tuned. The main event is coming up next.
Holy moly!
I can't, not with how I've got it set up right now. All the house lights are down. It's ominous. There's a chill in the air, James Haight. I'm sure you can feel it.
Well, I gotta say, like every bad nightmare, this guy always comes back. And he's here to try and claim the PCW championship once again. New entrance attire mark the arrival of the Nightmare Synn.
Oh, and there it is.
It's too late to pray. It's too late to cry. It's your casket, got your name on the side. Where you go? The nose of the light, who knows when he smells it. 5 a.m. and I'm just sitting velvet, lying in my casket.
7 years, Haywood. Nobody's beaten him. Nobody's made him say, I quit.
I tell you what, the first time I saw Synn was 2018, and I was in the audience, and I thought I was going to get injured by this man as an audience member.
You could have. That's not, you was a legitimate concern, let me just tell you.
I got to tell you, I'm concerned for Mr. Primetime.
I'm not. You're worried about Jimmy Mack fighting up more than he could chew. I'm not worried about Primetime. I think he knows what he's getting into. He's got a game plan in place. He's been preparing for this for over a month. I feel like this is Mr. Primetime's chance to really stick a stake in the ground and say this dynasty's for real.
You know it, the dynasty versus the streak. Zack stood in this arena at last
like $1 million, the PCW Heavyweight Champion.
You're not wrong. Sobriety looks good on Zack. Almost a year sober, in amazing shape, amazing confidence, but confidence can only get you so far against the Nightmare.
Well, it's a tale as old as time. David versus Goliath. This time, though, David's the champion of the PCW world. You know, we saw earlier, one match ago, Haywood, we talked about Synn not ever being pinned or submitted, but PrimeTime doesn't have to do that. He didn't have to pin or submit this guy.
He does not. He can take the coward's way out and get a count out or get a disqualification. But I gotta tell you, knowing Zack Reed and the sanctimonious dribble that he likes to spout about good sportsmanship, I don't think he'd take that route.
Well, I just want to point out to you your logic here. So it's okay for Manny Roa to win by disqualification, but if PrimeTime does it, it's the coward's way. Just for clarification.
Well, it would be the cowardly and hypocritical thing.
Okay.
Manny Roa, you know where you stand with that guy, Zack. He talks out the side of his mouth most times.
Well, you sure cash his paychecks. Nevertheless, Mr. PrimeTime, 5 times, 1 for the thumb. He's held the championship here in Pro Championship Wrestling. You heard about him in the territory days. He's one of those wrestlers that's so damn good, he has enough clout to buy into the company, and that's why I make reference to him signing your paychecks now.
Well, I work on a cash-only basis, baby. That way nothing bounces.
Well, the 18th's right around the corner, just saying.
Zack, he's got a talent for working the plebs. They love their hero.
I don't know. There's always here in Orville, there's a Synn section every single time.
Whoa, and there it is.
Brown knows it for his coach. He's applauding the champ. What are you talking about? Well, I don't know whether it's a popularity contest, a wrestling match, tiddlywinks between these two. I don't know how you call a winner.
This is a milking contest.
Put that on YouTube.
That may be the last time Zack Reed holds that championship in his belt.
Well, he handed it over to one of his fiercest rivals, somebody who he beat for that championship on 2 separate occasions. Rick Luxury, special referee for the night, I guess? I'm not sure. We'll get more details, I'm sure, come Limelight.
Synn going out into Chaos Inc., his people. Oh, and PrimeTime with the plebeians.
The PrimeTime plebeians versus the Syndicate? Is that what we have right now?
It looks like it.
I can't tell if this is Extreme Measures or West Side Story.
People are going to start snapping before you know it. Waiting for the official Rick Luxury to give the signal to start the bell. Zack's got to get in the ring. Come on. Oh, he's just sitting in enemy territory, goading them.
it to you with my dog, superfan James Williams. Prime time, last swig of water. Time to go to work.
Boy, I tell you,
give me a break.
I need your wrist, sir. Robinson. All right, guys, when I talk to you backstage, I want a clean contest. I want to see no close fists, no kick with the tip of the boot, no chokes, no biting, no eye gouging, no fish hooking. Mind my counts. I will give you a 5-pound quarter shove and 10 down on the floor. All right, you understand the rules of this contest. That's your corners.
perhaps Rick Luxury is the only person who could even get the semblance of what could be considered control over what this match is bound to be.
He actually missed the double count out part, but it's okay.
I say it every time, that's a gorgeous looking championship.
Your challenger from Green City, Washington, weighing in at 365 pounds, he is the king of sin styles, the Nightmare Synn.
For this main event match.
Gladiators, ready! Sorry, flashback. Bells away, we're underway. The PCW Championship is on the line. Yeah.
That's not hard enough for Zack Reed. Maybe too many shots in the ears for him to hear.
He yelled at you like a guy who signs your paycheck. Meanwhile,
the guy don't need his chump change.
At that, we're in a fighting stance now from Synn. You don't get that a lot. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, I would not throw soup bones with the big man. I wouldn't throw soup bones with anyone, but definitely not with Synn.
Stop saying soup bones. Shooting in now is PrimeTime, looking for any kind of angle. Gotta think PrimeTime might look for a single.
Oh, and we are being joined by the new #1 contender, Showtime Mike Shue. Go ahead and grab the mic and get on.
This is here just in case for you, #1 contender. We can share this mic if necessary. Not sure if the headset's there. But here
Definitely
we go.
don't share a mic with me.
Dude, you're in the driver's seat, my friend. Look at what you got here. The champion and the challenger locking up. Test of strength.
Yeah. Driver's seat, not a spot I'm used to being in, but I find myself here, and God, that strength is ungodly.
You know it, though. You've
do.
been in there with it.
With weapons on top of it.
Yeah, that's true. I was just telling Doc here, and don't feel like I'm not keeping this conversation about this one, but I was telling Doc earlier that the way the transformation you've made from little stoogey dweeb to just the guy who controls the action, dude, you beat Boyz II Men. I've never seen anybody beat Boyz II Men.
Thank you, James. It means a lot, especially coming from the original legend, of PCW.
That's old news. Let's talk about you, dude.
Let's talk about you, Shoop. Let's talk about your headspace. Are you going to be in the right headspace to take on Sin if Sin defeats PrimeTime?
Sin's got to get past PrimeTime first. There's a reason that he's running with the dynasty right now.
He's running with the dynasty, but the dynasty's up against the streak. Sin has not been pinned. He's not been submitted.
You don't gotta tell me. I know. Trust me, I know. But I'm saying, if there's anybody that can get Sin.
Whoa!
That was bad.
PrimeTime sent spiraling out of the ring.
He might have jammed his knee, folks. We gotta watch out here.
This is where Sin thrives. Outside the ring.
Yeah. And right now, PrimeTime's a lame duck.
This is enemy territory. Whoa! And Sin caught him.
PrimeTime spine into the post. Strong sign language from the monster of Sin.
No love for the plebs, that's for sure. Ooh! And did you hear that deep thud?
I could feel it.
There was a shockwave from that.
Firing back is the champ.
Oh!
Little extra spice on that one.
I tell you, there was Tapatio, Frank's Red Hot, and some ass in hell.
Let's not forget Rick Luxury, the referee.
I know, I mentioned it right when you walked out. I mean, Zack Reed beat him 2 different times for 2 of those 5 championships.
Let's not forget the last time Rick Luxury refereed a Zack Reed match. Zack lost the PCW Championship.
Not to cut you off, but Sin had some words from Rick Luxury, and Rick Luxury is about to lay down the law if he can.
He is. If he can, he will, looks like.
This is the DQ.
Oh, look at that.
Right into the post.
Twice.
That's that dynasty at work.
Knife edge chop right there.
And Zack Reed's fighting back against the Nightmare. Whoa! And that just made Sin mad.
Oh no! You're Nagi! Watch out!
Oh, on the plastic announce table. Those bad boys don't break. He just took every bit of that impact.
Ouch.
I feel the pain. I feel it. It doesn't look good for PrimeTime.
Sin with those quick right hands.
Close fists right to the forehead.
Mike Shoop, you've been on the receiving end of the violence of Sin. How do you prepare for a beating like that?
You don't. You don't prepare. You just hope that you can live through it.
Well, Zack Reed, he might be buried under that plastic announce table.
Hopefully we can live through this.
Sin's a changed man. Something awoke in him in the little hiatus we had with the lockdown, and he doesn't care about friendship. He doesn't care about these people, even though they cheer for him. He cares about that championship that he never lost.
You know, I don't think he changed. I think you changed him for a short time, Shoot. He didn't like anybody before.
Yeah.
The only person I've ever seen him show a tiny bit of liking to is you, dude. So I don't know. Maybe you hold the secret to Sin's heart. I got no clue. But right now, Mr. PrimeTime wishes he had some kind of secret to any type of body part because he is in a whole lot of peril, and so is the championship.
I know what's coming. This isn't good for the champ.
It's looking like the sands of the oh God! And Sin just fired a cannonball into PrimeTime's face. I was gonna say it looking like the sands of the hourglass for the dynasty are running out.
I think you could be right about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and the new PCW champion, the Nightmare
Dynasty over. The dynasty is dead, and now, Mike Shoot, you must face your old partner, Sin, the man who betrayed you and off the chain.
Things have a funny way of happening, don't they?
Well, they say history doesn't repeat, but it sure has a rhyme scheme. Mike Shoot's taking off his headphones, he's standing up.
Shoot looking like he wants to make a comment.
Ironic that the day before Easter, Sin would be victorious.
Resurrection, my friend.
You know, man, these people may not know it, but that's the third championship you've won, powerbombing me in this goddamn ring. But you know what, man? That's why you're undefeated. That's why you've never been pinned. And that's why he's never been submitted. I want to tell you something, man. I'm 309 days sober. I feel alive, man. And I want to say something, man. I know we've seen it on a movie before, but I almost had you. But ladies and gentlemen, after 8 years, get your ass over here. Get your ass over here. Your new PCW champion.
A show of respect.
Hey, I know that some of y'all boo me, some of y'all cheer me. But 4 years ago, when I lost this title to Boyce LeGrand by getting thrown over the top rope, I was on a steady stream of getting screwed out of getting it back. I've been politicked, I've been beaten down, I've been talked shit about, everything. I've been blackballed, I've been called the N-word, whatever. And then they tell me, in order to get this title back, you gotta take your best friend to the limit, and you have to beat his ass, because he's gonna beat yours. And let me just tell you, MPT did just beat my ass. My job will tell you that super kick is not fake. And I'm trying not to get choked up, but this right here means everything to me. Because PCW, including Zack Reed and Rick Luxury, 8 years ago took a chance on this fat motherfucker from Tacoma, Washington, that nobody wanted to give a shot to. So in closing, I know I said I wouldn't drop the F-bomb, but you gotta allow me one. I'm the PCW champion. promise I will defend this title through whatever games, politics, BS that they throw at me. It doesn't matter. Shoop, I understand that you're the #1 contender. We will get that contract signed. We will meet in the middle of this ring. And don't think I forgot about my mini-me with the golden hair propane. Because if you think that the little leprechaun referee Jimmy Mack beat your ass, I promise you, son, I'm gonna rearrange your face and I'm gonna enjoy doing it. So all you gotta do, all Shoop has to do, hell, Filthy Mike Filch can get it too. Sign your name on the dotted line. I'm taking y'all to the dark side because I have sinned and it's in my blood.
Well, folks, Synn laid out the challenge.
Dude, what an inside of the mind of Synn. Who knew? Wow. And now I noticed Shoop over here is more pissed off than he was when he got here.
And Propane over here on the sideline, looking pissed, staring down Mike Shoop. Unfortunately, we don't have any cameramen here to show you, but I gotta say, James Haight, what a great show! What amazing matches! We have a new PCW champion. I gotta say, what do you think? Was it a great show? Was it a great show?
It's extreme measures. It's always the best. There's no questions asked. Once a year, every April, you come to Oroville, you expect nothing but the best, and this show did not miss the mark at all. Bullseye.
Well, folks, that's it for us. For James Haight, this is Dr. Haywood telling you